I'm Dr. Henry Carter, board-certified urologist and men's health specialist with over 3 decades of experience. And today I'm going to let you in on a secret most men over 60 never hear the way you drink. Plain old water could be silently sabotaging your erections, draining your energy, and even suppressing your testosterone. It sounds absurd after all. Water is the simplest thing you can put into your body. Yet every day, I see men who've accepted getting old as the reason for their faded performance, unaware that their hydration habits are the real culprit. Imagine this: you wake up feeling stiff, tired, and anxious about whether tonight's performance will match your desire. You assume age or medication is to blame, but what if I told you the answer isn't found in a prescription bottle, expensive supplements, or even in the gym? What if the missing piece is simply how and when you sip water throughout your day? Over the years, I've sat across from hundreds of men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s, successful professionals, devoted fathers, adventurous retirees, all convinced their best days were behind them. Some blamed hormones, others blamed lifestyle, but 9 times out of 10, the first place I look is their water glass. Because blood flow, hormone transport, and virtually every mechanism behind a strong erection rely on one thing: proper hydration. In this video, I'll share 8 science-backed hydration secrets that older men wish they'd known decades ago. You'll learn why chugging icy water actually works against you, how simple shifts in sip technique can supercharge your blood flow, and which everyday habits quietly drain your body of the water it needs most. And as a bonus, I'll teach you a 7-second morning trick that pairs perfectly with your hydration routine to unlock peak nitric oxide production. By the end, you'll have a clear step-by-step blueprint to transform your hydration from an afterthought into a cornerstone of your vitality, so you can reclaim the energy, confidence, and performance you thought were lost to time. Ready to turn a basic glass of water into your most powerful tool? Let's dive in. What's at stake and preview. I know how it feels to sit in that doctor's office, heart pounding, worrying that your best years of vitality are slipping through your fingers. You're not alone. Every week, I see men convinced that fading erections, dwindling drive, and low energy are simply the price of getting older. But here's the truth: you don't have to accept that decline as your new normal. In the next few minutes, I'll reveal 8 powerful science-backed secrets about hydration secrets most doctors never mention that can dramatically improve blood flow, balance your hormones, and reignite your confidence. You'll discover the precise way to sip water so your body actually absorbs it, the hidden habits that are quietly depleting you, and the exact daily rhythm that keeps you fueled from sunrise to sunset. Plus, I'll share a simple 7-second breathing trick that turbocharges your nitric oxide production, working hand in hand with your hydration to deliver rock-solid performance when it matters most. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to transform a basic habit into your most potent ally for strength, energy, and vitality. If you're ready to reclaim the power you thought was gone, type 1 in the comments below. I want to hear you're with me. If not, type 0 and let me know how I can better serve your journey. Let's get started with secret number 1. Secret number 1: blood flow needs water. Gentlemen, let's start with the foundation of every erection: blood flow. Blood is over 90% water, and when you're even slightly dehydrated, your blood thickens. Thick blood moves slower, puts extra strain on your heart, and struggles to surge into the chambers of the penis that create firmness. In other words, if your hydration is off, the hydraulic engine simply won't build enough pressure. I remember Jim, a 68-year-old retired coach who walked into my office convinced he was just too old. He complained, "Doc, nothing seems to work anymore." His labs were normal, his lifestyle was healthy, and yet his hydraulic performance had flatlined. When I asked about his water habits, he laughed and said, "I drink coffee in the morning, maybe soda at lunch, but water hardly." I asked Jim to make one small change: swap out sips of soda for room temperature water and drink slowly throughout the day. No chugging, no ice cold blasts. 2 weeks later, he returned, grinning from ear to ear. "Dr. Carter," he said, "I don't know what it was, but it's working again." That thin, steady river of water had thinned his blood, improved circulation, and rekindled his performance. Here's how you do it. Keep a glass of room temperature water on your desk or bedside, and every 15 to 20 minutes, take 2 or 3 steady sips. Let the water flow gently, let it absorb into your bloodstream, and trust that consistency is more powerful than volume. Over time, this simple habit increases blood volume, reduces blood viscosity, and primes your cardiovascular system to deliver oxygen and support firm, reliable erections. Understanding this first secret water is blood's best friend is the cornerstone. Without it, your body can't build or sustain pressure, no matter how much you exercise or how many supplements you take. Master this and you'll unlock a flow that sets the stage for every other hydration hack to come. Now let's move on to how hydration affects your hormones in secret number 2. Secret number 2, hydration and hormones. Now that we've unlocked better blood flow, let's talk about what happens inside your body when it senses a lack of water. Dehydration doesn't just thicken your blood, it silently flips a hormonal switch. When your body goes into survival mode, it diverts resources away from reproduction and performance, ramping up cortisol, your primary stress hormone, and dialing down testosterone, the very hormone that fuels your drive, strength, and vitality. Take Walter, a sharp-minded 72-year-old widower who came to me feeling, well, flat. He wasn't sick, his labs showed only a slight dip in testosterone, but he had lost his spark, his motivation, and his interest in intimacy. When I asked about his water intake, he sheepishly admitted he drank maybe a glass or two all day. No wonder his body decided to conserve what little water it had by sidelining non-essentials like hormone production. We put Walter on a simple hydration plan, a full glass of room temperature water the moment he woke up, followed by steady sipping, no rushing every hour, no ice, no chugs. He even kept a small bottle by his favorite chair, so drinking became effortless. 4 weeks later, Walter walked into my office with a new energy in his step. "Doc," he said, "I feel like myself again." I laugh, I flirt, I'm back. That's because water is the delivery system for every hormone in your body. When you're properly hydrated, testosterone flows freely, cortisol stays in check, and your hormonal balance shifts back in your favor. You'll sleep better, recover faster, and when the moment comes, your body will be primed to perform. Remember, it's not about guzzling gallons in one go, it's a rhythm. A glass here, a few sips there, every hour on the hour. Let your hydration routine be the background music to your day, quietly supporting optimal hormone levels so you can reclaim the energy, confidence, and drive you thought were behind you. Next, we'll uncover why most men actually drink water wrong and how a simple tweak can make all the difference in secret number 3. Secret number 3, why chugging backfires. Here's a hard truth: when you gulp a large amount of ice-cold water all at once, you do more harm than good. Your kidneys can only filter so much so fast, and excess water rushes through your system, flushing out vital minerals like sodium, magnesium, and potassium that your muscles, nerves, and yes, your sexual response depend on. It's like throwing a bucket of water on a dry sponge. Most of it just runs off the sides. Meet Mike, a retired long-haul truck driver in his late 60s. He scoffed when I told him to stop chugging from the fridge, arguing, "Doc, it's water, what can go wrong?" But he agreed to try sipping room temperature water slowly, letting each swallow settle before taking another. He even sat down during his hydration breaks to activate his parasympathetic rest and digest system, which optimizes absorption. Within 3 weeks, Mike called my office saying, "Doc, I don't know what this is, but I feel stronger, not just in bed, but overall." By sipping consistently, Mike's body had time to absorb water, retain essential electrolytes, and maintain steady blood volume. No more peaks and crashes, just a smooth, sustained flow that supports every bodily function, including getting and keeping an erection. To replicate Mike's success, adopt this simple sipping strategy. Room temperature, only skip the ice. Small, steady sips every 10-15 minutes. Sit down while you drink and pause for 2 to 3 seconds before swallowing. This deliberate approach transforms hydration from a yo-yo ride into a continuous supply line, ensuring your blood stays thin, your cells stay nourished, and your body stays primed for performance. Up next, we'll strip away the hidden habits that quietly dehydrate you in secret number 4. Secret number 4, hidden hydration killers. Now that you're sipping smart, let's tackle the subtle habits that quietly drain your body of water. Even with perfect sipping technique, these everyday routines can sabotage your efforts. First, caffeine and alcohol act as diuretics, pulling water right out of your system. That morning cup of coffee may jumpstart your mind, but it also increases urine output. 1 glass of wine with dinner, expect extra trips to the bathroom and a net loss of hydration. Many men think they're catching up by downing water afterward, but if you're drinking immediately after caffeine or alcohol, you're running on a treadmill, chasing hydration you never truly achieve. Next, drinking water immediately after eating water-rich fruits like oranges or watermelon can actually dilute digestive enzymes. When your body's busy processing the sugar and fiber in fruit, an influx of water interferes with enzyme concentration, leading to bloating and less efficient nutrient and water absorption. Then there's overhydration. Yes, you can overdo it. Gulping down large amounts too quickly forces your kidneys to flush out excess, including key electrolytes like sodium, magnesium, and potassium. Those minerals are essential for muscle contractions, nerve signaling, and the very mechanics of an erection. Finally, poor timing, drinking water right before bed, can disrupt sleep, causing you to wake up dehydrated and dragging. When you stop fluids at least an hour before sleep, you give your body time to settle into deep, restorative rest without bathroom interruptions. Let me tell you about Harold, a 74-year-old retired pilot. He followed my sipping plan perfectly: room temp water, small sips seated, and yet he still felt off. We discovered he was nursing a strong coffee at 10 a.m., a post-lunch glass of wine, and downing multiple glasses right after watermelon for dessert. He even kept a water bottle at his bedside. Once he spaced coffee and wine 2 hours apart from water, waited 20 minutes after fruit before sipping, added a pinch of sea salt to his morning glass, and stopped drinking by 7 p.m. The difference was night and day. His energy stabilized, bloating vanished, and his morning erections returned. By removing these hidden hydration killers, diuretics, post-fruit washes, overhydration, and poor timing, you clear the path for every sip to count. With these blockers out of the way, you're ready for the measurable science-backed payoffs in secret number 5. Secret number 5, science-backed benefits. Science isn't opinion, it's proof. When you master hydration, you unlock a cascade of benefits that go far beyond just feeling less thirsty. First, improved blood viscosity. Research shows that even a 1 to 2% drop in hydration makes your blood thicker, slowing circulation, and forcing your heart to work harder. By maintaining optimal fluid levels, your blood flows smoothly through arteries and capillaries, especially the tiny vessels in the penis, ensuring robust, sustained erections. Second, hormone transport. Water is the vehicle for hormones like testosterone and nitric oxide. Without proper hydration, these signaling molecules struggle to reach their targets. When your fluid balance is right, testosterone levels stabilize and nitric oxide production increases, creating stronger vasodilation when you need it most. Third, organ efficiency. Your kidneys and liver rely on water to filter toxins and regulate electrolytes. A well-functioning liver helps manage hormone metabolism, while your kidneys maintain the delicate balance of minerals essential for muscle and nerve function. Proper hydration keeps these systems running at peak performance. Fourth, cognitive clarity and mood. Studies link hydration to better focus, sharper memory, and reduced anxiety. When you're mentally sharp, your confidence soars, and confidence is half the battle when it comes to performance. Fifth, muscle function and recovery. Water lubricates joints, maintains cell volume, and supports muscle contractions. After intimate moments or after a workout, optimal hydration speeds recovery, so you're ready for the next round, both in the bedroom and the gym. Carl, a 70-year-old executive, thought his slipping focus and energy were just age. After 6 weeks of steady room temperature sips and timed routines, his mental fog lifted, his afternoon slump disappeared, and his erections were stronger than they'd been in years. That's biology, not bravado. These 5 benefits, circulation hormones, organ health, cognitive function, and muscle performance, form the backbone of total vitality. Mastering hydration isn't a gimmick. It's the science-backed foundation every man over 60 needs. Next, we'll explore why hydration matters more than ever as you age in secret number 6. Secret number 6, why hydration matters more after 60. As the years pass, your body's tolerance for missteps shrinks. In your 20s and 30s, you could skip a meal, pull an all-nighter, or forget to drink and bounce right back. But after 60, those same choices compound, and dehydration's toll becomes painfully clear. Sluggish mornings, midday brain fog, and yes, weaker erections. Here's why. First, your thirst mechanism dulls with age. You simply don't feel thirsty until you're already dehydrated. Second, your hormonal systems grow more sensitive. When fluid levels dip, cortisol surges higher and testosterone dips deeper, creating a vicious cycle of stress and low drive. Third organ, reserve the extra capacity your liver, kidneys, and cardiovascular system use to adapt declines, so even mild water loss forces your body to work overtime just to maintain basic functions. Take Frank, a 67-year-old electrician who told me, "Doc, I feel like someone turned the volume down on my life." He blamed busy days and long shifts, but when we reviewed his routine, we saw he rarely reached for water unless he was parched. After just 1 week of room temperature sips every hour and no fluids after 7 p.m., Frank reported sleeping deeper, waking clearer, and most importantly, feeling his strength return in the bedroom. That turnaround happens because proper hydration after 60 does more than thin your blood. It supports every repair and regulation process your body depends on. It safeguards hormone balance, fuels detox pathways, and preserves muscle and nerve function. Without it, your systems slip into conservation mode, and performance becomes an uphill battle. So embrace this truth as we age. Water isn't optional, it's essential. By giving your body a steady, respectful supply of fluid, you restore the resilience you thought was gone. In the next section, I'll show you a simple 7-second morning trick to amplify hydration's impact and supercharge your nitric oxide production. Secret number 7, 7-second morning nitric oxide hack. What if I told you that within 7 seconds of waking right after your first glass of water, you could flip a switch that supercharges your circulation? It's not a pill or a gadget, but a simple breathing ritual that boosts your body's nitric oxide production, the very molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and open wide. Here's how it works after sipping that room temperature water. Sit up straight, close your eyes, and take a deep, deliberate inhale through your nose for a count of 4. Hold that breath for 3 seconds, feel the gentle expansion in your chest, and then exhale slowly through your nose for 6 seconds. Repeat this cycle 7 times, focusing on smooth, controlled breaths. Why these numbers? The inhale maximizes oxygen intake. The hold gives your lungs time to transfer oxygen into the bloodstream, and the extended exhale signals your body to release nitric oxide. Within days, you'll notice subtle changes. Your face feels warmer, your fingers tingle, and over weeks that enhance vasodilation, support stronger, more reliable erections. Greg, age 71, told me after 2 weeks, "I feel like my body remembers how to work again." His morning ritual paired with steady hydration became the catalyst for energy that lasted all day and performance that surprised even him. This 7-second hack is the shortcut that complements everything you've learned so far. It amplifies your hydration's effect and primes your vascular system for peak delivery. Next, we'll integrate these secrets into a daily rhythm that makes consistency effortless in secret number 8. Secret number 8, daily hydration rhythm blueprint. Now that you've mastered each individual secret, it's time to weave them into a simple, sustainable daily rhythm. This isn't about obsessing over ounces. It's about creating a flow that supports every system in your body, from blood vessels to hormones to recovery. Here's your blueprint. Morning kickstart. Upon waking, before coffee or any food, sit down with a full glass of room temperature water. Sip slowly, pausing 2 or 3 seconds between each swallow. This primes your cardiovascular system and jumpstarts hormone transport for the day. Mid-morning mineral boost. Around mid-morning, ideally 2 hours after your first sip, have a second glass. Add a small pinch of sea salt to help retain electrolytes. Continue sipping slowly, staying mindful of each swallow. Lunchtime reset. With or just before lunch, take 2 steady sips every 10 minutes for the first 20 minutes of your meal interval. This aids digestion and ensures your body has the fluid it needs to absorb nutrients without diluting digestive enzymes. Afternoon recharge. If you've had caffeine or spent time outdoors, reach for another glass around mid-afternoon. Keep it room temperature, sip gently, and use this as a natural pick-me-up to avoid sugary or caffeinated slumps. Early evening wind down. Finish your final glass of the day at least 1 hour before bedtime. This maintains hydration through your evening routine without risking sleep interruptions. Sip slowly as you unwind. This helps signal your parasympathetic rest and digest response for better recovery overnight. By following this rhythm, morning, mid-morning, lunch, afternoon, and early evening, you're giving your body a consistent stream of water, optimizing absorption, preserving electrolytes and supporting blood flow, hormone balance, and cellular repair. Over weeks, you'll notice steadier energy, deeper sleep, and firmer, more reliable performance. With this simple daily plan in place, every secret you've learned now has a reliable framework to deliver maximum results. In the conclusion, we'll tie it all together and show you how to turn these habits into lifelong vitality. Conclusion. You've now seen how something as simple as water, when treated with respect and strategy, can transform every facet of your vitality. From blood that flows effortlessly through your vessels, to hormones that fuel your drive, to a mind that stays sharp and confident, proper hydration is the cornerstone of enduring strength and performance after 60. Remember these key takeaways. Blood. Water. Thin, well-hydrated blood builds the pressure you need. Hormonal harmony, consistent sipping, keeps testosterone high and cortisol low. Sip smart, not hard. Small room temperature sips beat ice-cold chugs every time. Remove hidden killers, space out caffeine, alcohol, and fruit for true absorption. Breathe to boost. Your 7-second nitric oxide hack amplifies hydration's effects. Daily rhythm. A 5-step hydration schedule makes consistency effortless. This isn't just about erections. It's about reclaiming the energy, confidence, and presence that define who you are. Your body still wants to perform at its peak. It simply needs the right conditions. By making hydration a deliberate habit, you give every system, from your heart to your hormones to your brain, the fuel it craves. If you're ready to keep building on this foundation, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss the next breakthrough. Your best years aren't behind you. They're waiting, one purposeful sip at a time. Stay hydrated, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.